Dear comrades.
That was Kim Philby, Britain's most famous spy, and we're about to hear, as never heard before, how he became Britain's greatest traitor.
I must also warn you that I'm no public speaker. Almost all my life I've spent trying to avoid publicity of any kind.
He became a communist in the 1930s. He rose up to MI6's highest levels and eventually defected to the Soviet Union, causing a huge scandal.
Mr. Harold Philby, on the right, holds a press conference to deny charges that he was involved in the disappearance of Burgess and Maclean.
The last time I spoke to a communist, knowing that he was a communist, was sometime in 1934.
So if you've been Britain's greatest traitor, what do you do after you defect to the Soviet Union? Well, you give a masterclass in betrayal, teaching other communist spies how to do it.
You have probably all heard stories that the SIS is an organization of mythical efficiency, a very, very dangerous thing indeed. Well, in time of war, it honestly was not. Every evening I left the office with a big briefcase full of reports which I had written myself, full of files taken out of the actual documents, out of the actual archives. I used to hand them to my Soviet contact in the evening. Next morning I'd get the file back, the contents having been photographed, and take them back early in the morning and put the files back in their place. That I did regularly, year in, year out.
If you want to be a successful spy, it's not just about being a James Bond, it's also about office politics. For the Soviet Union, what could be more useful than having their own man as head of the anti-Soviet section of MI6? So the Soviet handler tells Philby to get rid of his own boss at MI6 so Philby can get his job.
And I said, well, are you proposing to shoot him or something? He said, no, but all the same, you are going to be head of that new department. So I set about the business of removing my own chief. You ought to listen to this thing as well.
The audience of East German intelligence officers find the idea of manoeuvring against their own boss hilarious. But Philby actually admits, for all the ruthlessness involved, he actually quite liked the man he got rid of.
This is a very, very dirty story, but after all, our work does imply getting dirty hands from time to time.
So how did he get away with it for so long, 30 years as a spy? Philby's own answer was that it helped to be a bit posh.
Furthermore, because I'd been born into the British governing class, because I knew a lot of people of an influential standing, I knew that they would never get too tough with me. They'd never try to beat me up or knock me around. Because if they had been proved wrong afterwards, I could have made a tremendous scandal.
It's amazing, having read so much about Kim Philby, to actually see him talking in his own words to give the story of his own betrayal and how he got away with it.
Thank you very, very much.